Yes, I did cut all my hair off and dye it pink. So now that that's out of the way, let's get into maladaptive daydreaming. So I did a video on maladaptive daydreaming a couple months back. I'm using couple loosely. It might have been like 7 months ago. And I did do a like an ask, like the type of things where there's like a bunch of questions on Tumblr and then you pick out the ones you want and you answer those ones, or I think someone else picks out the ones you want. Whatever, you can do whatever you want. But basically I did one of those. I mashed 2 of them together and I only answered the questions that I felt like I wanted to answer and I left all the rest there. So I wanted to do another ask, but this time I'm going to answer all of the questions on the ask. This is more of a character ask and less of a like what do you do type of ask. So it's more about the characters in your daydreams and less about the things you do while you daydream. Okay, so this ask is from the Tumblr user Szpdyuri. I don't know how you say that. SZPDYURI. Not sure how you pronounce that, but I'm going to answer all of the asks on, all of the questions on this ask. So here we go. I'm actually kind of nervous about answering these because most of the time I just skip over the ones I don't like. All right, so the first one is, who or what is your current character and what do they do? So I don't have current characters. I mostly just have one big universe and I've had it since I was like in middle school. So I don't have one current character. I just have a main character who's been the main character for a number of years now, even though that character has switched over the years. I've had one from like middle school to the end of high school. And from the end of high school onward, it switched to a different main character, but they're all still in the same world. So still the same universe, different main character though. All right, so completely didn't answer the question. What is your current character and who or what is your current character and what do they do? Okay, so my current character does, well, I already explained the who, they don't switch, it's just the same one. And my current character owns a clothing store, like clothing, sneaker, that type of thing. So they have their own business, so that's what they do. What is your current daydream about? Now, as I've said, this is one big universe that has been going on from middle school. So it's about basically everyday life. I have a couple of other small ones, small universes, other than this big main one, but I'm going to be answering questions about this main one because it's the main one. Does your character have any mental, chronic / physical illnesses? Do they? No, I don't think they do. They don't have any mental illnesses, don't have any chronic illnesses, don't have any physical illnesses. I don't think anything. No, let me just think. No, nothing. I can't think of anything. What things does your character dislike? Okay, I guess messy things. People picking fights with them. I'm not sure what else. Friends that pretend to be your friends, like people that pretend to be your friends but aren't and eventually ruin the friendship. So I guess that's the things they don't like. What is your favorite thing about your character slash daydream? Okay, what is my favorite thing about my character? I guess my favorite thing about my character is they're very lighthearted, like a lot of things are just like, whatever, rolls off of them, which I actually do too. A lot of things don't really get to me that much. So I guess that's one thing that I like with them. And my favorite thing about the daydream is, what is my favorite thing about the daydream? I just like how many different characters I can get into. Obviously there's the main character, but I like how much I can go into the different sectors, I guess. Are you and your character similar or different? I think different. I don't think we're that similar. Does your current character have a tragic backstory? And if so, what is it? Not really tragic. They were adopted. That's about it. That's all I can think of. That's not really like a tragic thing, but That's the only thing I can think of, and like backstory wise. Is there someone your current character is in love with? Yes, they are married. So yes, yes, there is someone. Is your character happy or unhappy? Definitely happy. And it's why, I guess they have a get down. Get down. I think it's because they have a pretty good life, married, children. They're happy with where they are. Good career. Everything's going A-okay. What type of world is your current daydream in? Futuristic, historic, good, bad, etc. Good and bad, I guess. It's the real world, so there's always good and bad in the real world. It's not futuristic. It's not historic. I don't have anything like crazy happening. There's no fantasy land. That mostly happens in like the smaller universes. But the main one, just basic life, regular stuff. And when I say regular, I don't mean like heists and kidnaps. I mean like literally. Think family drama. Think like a family drama on TV, like a Seventh Heaven type of thing. I mean, not exactly like that, but think in that realm, nothing absolutely crazy is happening. Are you in love with your character in your daydream? Absolutely not. Is your daydream based on a book, TV show, cartoon, anime, etc.? Some of the characters are, but not my main character. The main character is definitely an original character, I guess you could say. Everything else, I mean, there's a bunch of original. The older I get, the more original characters there are. But obviously, since I've had this since I was in middle school, since I've had this universe since I was in middle school, there are some older characters that are based on some TV shows, some anime, stuff like that. Are you the main character in your story? If not, is your character based off something/someone? No. And I explained this in the other video I did. So I used to have a main character that was based off me and I guess was like an idealized version of myself. But she has since moved into a secondary character place. And this new main character is not based on me at all. I don't know where they came from, but they're a completely original character. Not based on me, not based on any type of movie or book or anything like that. Just completely original. What type of music do you listen to when you daydream? Any specific songs you like? No, I can do it to just about any type of music. You give me music and I'm ready to go. What do you do when you daydream? Make facial expressions, pacing, jogging, etc. I think if I'm alone, I'll probably do like the not really talking out loud, but maybe like mouthing words. Other than that, facial expressions definitely. Other than that, I don't pace. I know a lot of people pace. I don't pace. I just need somewhere to sit, or if I'm like cleaning or something, or in a long car ride, something like that. I need to be use like mundane tasks or just sitting. What triggers your daydream? A certain TV show, song, etc. Sometimes books, sometimes TV shows, but mainly music. Definitely music. It's just like the number one thing. So, well, I actually got through all of that and answered all of the questions. I actually didn't look at all of them before I started. I just kind of picked the first one that came up on Tumblr. So I was nervous that it was going to be like some weird questions in there, but this was okay. It was pretty easy, and I am still very vague about my characters, and I don't know why I do that, but I'm pretty vague about them. I don't just like randomly. I know some people answer this and they get like really in depth, but I don't get very in depth about them. I like to stay on surface level, and maybe someday I will, but just not yet. Thursday.